Okay, we're gonna start up the NCA Griffin Series 1150, 350, or 900, 500 compressor. We have done a pre-fluids check. We checked the coolant level, we checked the engine oil level, we checked the receiver tank compressor oil level. We have full fuel, we have full def. We're ready to start the process. So we've turned it on, and also we've checked for any leaks inside the engine compartment, as this is a self-contained unit. So we wait for the computers to power up here. Takes about a minute. And we have no pressure in our receiver tank. So anything above 7 psi and this machine will not start. So we actually don't have a discharge line on here right now, so we'll keep our ball valve closed. Here again is emergency stop for any issues. So low pressure on this machine is going to be the 1150, 350. High pressure would be the 900, 500. This is your work lights here, and this is the regen, which we do not need unless something happens, because it actively regens in a passive state while the machine is running. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna hit start, hold it for 1 second, and we watch this preheat delay here. It's cranking, and the engine is running, building RPM. Good oil pressure, 68% fuel. This screen down here is a touch screen. Just shows our variables here. And after the machine warms up, we will essentially hit the on-load button, which builds lets the compressor build full air. But I believe we have a countdown here where it won't build air until this timer's done. Now that we let the machine warm up, we're going to go ahead and hit on load the compressor. After it's loaded here, we're holding at 360 psi. Oil temperatures at 136. So at this point, we can go ahead and engage the air and run the machine like normal. In unload mode, the compressor is going to come off of high pressure and go down to minimum pressure. If we're not using the machine for an extended period of time, we want to make sure we hit unload. It reduces fuel consumption and it reduces wear and tear on the compressor. So even though we're in unload mode, our pressure is still at 335. If we hit stop, the machine's not going to shut down. It's going to go into a shutdown cycle. So there's a timer, 180 seconds. This machine's going to go into as it bleeds down the air down to 190 psi before it shuts off. We see it's still bleeding down, but the timer's still counting before it shuts down. So it went ahead and went through its shutdown cycle. We got back almost 190 psi, which is the minimum pressure that it'll maintain. And so before we start this compressor back up again, we would have to have under 7 psi in the receiver tank in order for the engine to crank back over. See here, we still have a high pressure and hit it to start after we shut down, because this is still over 7 psi. So at this point, we're down to 0 psi in the tank. We can go back to start mode and restart the engine again.